body parts you don't need. The Poopie Show.
The
Let's
human
get
body.
right on into
Everyone has one. Various sizes,
Do
fully
we?
customizable, makes funny sound.
I don't.
And you have the nerve. As
I'm
in you
an
are
anime
the
boy.
nerve. The rest
I
is
don't
just a
toot.
smelly little biomech costume you operate. And it's pretty impressive and streamlined for the most part. Because from time to time, Mother Nature will uninstall some apps that you haven't been using, like the tail and proper canines. However,
Yeah.
some features are just forgotten.
Apparently, the whole thing with fur is that I mean, skin offered better cooling, and so humans are some of the most like we don't run the fastest, but we like last the longest when we run. I mean, not me, because I last like 20 seconds at a light jog.
And left running in the background, like the appendix, wisdom teeth, and tonsil.
Ah, yes.
But we've all probably heard of those before. Today on the Poopie Show, I wanted to take a look at some of the ones people don't really talk about. Starting with number 1. You know, sometimes you're having an awesome day and then...
Live, laugh, lobotomy.
Oh, I'm in pain now. Agony even. This always makes you wish you didn't have your pinky toe. And Francois
True.
Albert, co-founder of Canada's first corpodiatric...
I remember there was like this one period where I just moved into my new apartment and my desk is in like this really weird like area, and I would just stub my pinky toe on the foot of the desk or on the leg of the desk just like every couple of days. I swear my pinky toe was about to fall off. I swear to God.
Medicine says
Thank
we
God
do well,
it's
but this
still
will
there.
all end soon. Present day, we do need the pinky toe for running in balance, but we actually only need it just because it's already there. The majority of foot movement is done by the big toe anyway, and researchers believe that our pinky toe, which is our weakest piggy, will eventually disappear off to the market for good. Additionally,
It's like My Hero Academia.
none of our 21st century activities involve running away from saber-toothed tigers, and we won't be doing that in the foreseeable future. So our feet are getting flatter, and our toenails are also getting thinner thanks to the shoe. So who knows, we might not even have feet in the future. No open-toe sandals either, hopefully. And then there will be no more suffering. Okay, number 2 is not actually your knees. You do need kneecaps for muscle support, praying to your deities, and moving your leg in general.
We also need kneecaps just to make your leg work in general. Like, doesn't the muscle that like lets you lift up your leg, your bottom leg, it's like pivoted on
But behind your
kneecap.
knees, there's a teeny tiny bone called the
what is that?
flabella. Its name
The
translates
flabella.
to little bean and was
Little
once thought
bean.
unnecessary and lost to evolution. In 1918, less than 12% of the population had it, but
back
by the
there, what the
2000s, that number jumped to 31. Why? Well, we're taller and heavier than ever before, and we need the extra support. However, that extra support comes with uneven force distribution, which damages the cartilages anyway. So we don't really need this. And I'd like to add a number 2.5, because we definitely don't need this. Freaking height. There are currently...
You know, there's actually one like muscle that is present, I think, in like all mammals that goes from like your jaw underneath your like shoulder bone and then back like around or something like that. And it's like super inefficient, but that's just how it evolved because it was good enough. But it's present in like all mammals, including giraffes. And instead of just like cutting the difference, their muscle just goes all the way like down and then back around, or something like that. I
no
look it up.
evolutionary
It's
benefits to us
interesting.
becoming taller. In fact, the majority of the animal kingdom is actually getting smaller. Because hey, there's no space, I can't see nothing because of you, and I don't care what
True.
shoe size you are. We all get our pinky toes demolished on corners regardless of size. Okay? Number 3 for realsies. The chin. Your jaw jutting out has zero
Chin.
purpose. We're the only animal with a chin, and researchers have no idea why. Touching our chin...
I mean, I guess so. I mean, it is definitely, especially when you point to that Chad image, it's definitely a point of sexual display for men to have like a prominent chin.
All thinking is yes, something we do to soothe ourselves. The face is very sensitive to touch, but any part of the face will work. The chin is just closest and easiest. But it doesn't really help you talk or chew. The best theory currently suggests that the chin is something called a spandrel, or an evolutionary byproduct
Spandrel.
from another feature changing. In this case, it's most likely the human face shrinking. And with our shrinking face comes number 4. 2 eyebrows. Okay, hear me out. Researchers in the University of
2
York
eyebrows.
speculate that our smaller, flatter faces, minus the chin, allow for these bad boys to move up and down easier. See, we
Whoa.
once had really prominent brow ridges to support the stress of chewing tougher things, but humans started consuming softer foods, and eating raw animals and sticks fell out of favor, but what was totally in was expressing yourself better. Yeah,
True.
we used to have an unmoving sigma unibrow. This was much better for keeping sweat and rain away from our eyes, by the way. This, 2 eyebrows? It's proof of our sorification.
Oh yeah, I guess that is what like eyebrows are for. To like mop up the sweat, keep it out of your eyes. I never even considered that. For some reason, I always there's something to do with like the sun, I guess, and that's why like people put in like football or baseball like put dark patches under their eyes because it's like the opposite. I don't I actually never looked into that.
And realistically, we don't need expressions anymore.
I mean, it could be
We
for
probably have
multiple
emojis.
reasons.
I mean, can you honestly tell me that the last time you sent an emoji, you were doing the face? Exactly. We just need 1 eyebrow. Number 5. These horn things. I have no idea what their purpose is, and I never felt like I really needed them. So
Horn
you know.
things. What?
And finally, number 6. Dude nipples. I debated a lot whether to put this
yes,
one on the
dude
list,
nipples.
but then it dawned on me. We must destroy them. Why? Well, every baby starts out as a girl, but 9 weeks in...
I actually learned recently that kind of like a cat or just other mammals, women can kind of spawn more nipples along their body, and it goes like from their armpits through their nipples to the and then like downwards in like a line. Not like constant nipples, but like a nipple in the armpits, a nipple where it normally is, and then like kind of like 2 or 3 more down in the abdomen. There's a term for that.
Some of us get balls,
Again.
and some of us get...
Look it up. Don't take my word for
I
it.
truly believe this right here is why
I'm
we
giving
have
you all
gender
homework
inequality.
about
and
nipples.
honestly, either me and my girls get what we were
Honestly, really freaky.
unfairly denied, or dudes don't get to have nipples. That seems fair, and yeah, I just solved sexism. Continue praising me. Also, expect the graph with the results from the previous video to be posted later tonight. Yeah, first community post on the Poopie Show. Okay,
Oh,
bye.
wow. When was this? 2 years ago. Great. Old news. Yeah, wait, hold on. What was they were like oh yeah, what why do you put dark patches under your eyes? No, why no. Why do you put dark makeup under your eyes? Baseball? To reduce the sun glare on bright state. So I guess it's the sun's glare on your upper. Okay, I guess that makes sense. Right. Especially if you're like catching ground balls. That makes sense, right? Because you don't want the sun reflecting a lot of light off of your cheeks. But then, what are eyebrows for? I've always been told, for moisture and debris, social communication through. I've always been told that whatever that makeup was for, which was for like sun shit, it was like it's the same thing for your eyebrows. I always just like took that. I was just like, oh yeah, that makes sense. But now, yeah, it doesn't make any sense. Anyway, like and subscribe, and be sure to leave a comment if you're feeling spicy. I want to be bioluminescent. Apparently we are a little bit, like very slightly. Aren't we already bioluminescence? But it's so light. I guess you mean so dim. But our pets can. You know, like our spots and stripes. Yeah, there's that whole thing as well. I think the Vsauce video, like, why are women stripy?